third or fourth student this week that has told me how good these books are. And that's really, really great to know. And the reason that they're so good is that they give you just what you need, you know, and they explain it in a way that is relevant to the multiple choice questions, not just learning land law, okay? Because that is huge, right? But what they give you is what do you need to know? And then when you combine that with property practice, you get the whole idea of how the whole thing works. So it is good to know. It is good to know. But let me just start by recording, and then we can talk more.
Recording in progress.
But you are right. I mean, these books are so good at that, and it's really good that you said to me, I'm really understanding it. You know, remembering it is another thing, of course. But I'm afraid that's about the only thing I can't help you with. I can't. That's on you. Yeah, exactly. But what you'll find, and I say this to all my students across all the levels that I teach, which is that if you have a really good understanding, it isn't all about memory.
I know.
You know what I mean? You know, I always say, and I talked about this the other day, you can teach a parrot to memorize, right? Because that's what they do, right? You can say to a parrot, registered land, yeah, LRA 2002, and the parrot will go, registered land, LRA 2002. But if you then say to the parrot, what does that mean? Parrot will just repeat the same thing, right? So it's a deeper understanding, and that means that you don't need to memorize quite so heavily, because you're not just memorizing names of cases, sections of statutes. It's understanding, like you said, the difference between registered, unregistered, you know, interests on the register, overriding interest. It is horrible, but it is very logical when you actually break it down.